Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, very sorry. So what's gonna happen is I've been talking for 2 minutes, as you can say, and there was no sound. Lefty Crafty, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Awesome.
I can hear
So
you.
we're gonna rewind it and pretend that didn't happen and try
Okay.
this again.
Okay.
It's okay, you just have to bear with us. So welcome to our channel, Modeling Success Successfully. I'm your host, Gorma Guitar. Today we have a very special guest, multi-talented, multifaceted individual who is super young. The future is so bright that people need shades when they're looking at his YouTube videos. But the jokes aside, he is actually going to let us know in the secrets and the insights on how he's able to create so much consistent content yet have time to personally do the manual labor of whether it's coming to renovations, to redesigning, or getting your day-to-day regular useful household goods and turning into really luxury looking and urban nice modern looking art that you can see it in Pier 1 for like a light bulb 1889.99 or something like that, for example. So you guys are in for a treat. And if you're in business aspect of watching it, you guys are going to learn a lot of things too, because the things that Lefty Crafty it does and he's going to share with us, you can totally implement in your business posts as well, and you can actually create around that. Specific to realtors, if there's any realtors watching this, you guys are going to get a lot of nice design ideas, designers as well. So without further ado, Lefty Crafty, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Good evening, everyone, or whatever part of the world you are in. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. Once again, my name is Lefty Crafty. I'm actually based in Georgia, USA, but I'm a Filipino, so I came from the Philippines. But 5 years ago, we migrated to USA, and right now I have my YouTube channel. It's called Lefty Crafty, and I do a lot of stuff here. I do arts, crafts, and the thing that I love doing is DIY. So if you're not connected with me yet, feel free to drop in and check my channel. And I'm gonna share a lot of simple DIYs and crafts, including uh, basic home interior designs for you all.
Very good. Awesome. Thanks so much. Since we're talking about we ended on interior design topic, Lefty Crafty. Let's start from there. What inspired you to really get into and spending time and actually creating interior design renovations and decorations? What got you into it?
Yeah, because I love watching home and garden television. The HGTV cable. I feel so much in love with the show, and I feel like I have a passion about home renovation, interior design. They say when you are left-handed, you are kind of inclined to something creative, and I think that's something I could relate with the way I'm doing in my channel. So watching some inspiration from from the cables and getting some you know uh, something from within me that I think I could share. So I think that's what made me feel like doing something creative for interior and home improvement designs.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And nowadays you can get many different uh, ideas and motivations from television alone, as long as you're a creative person. So that's good. Thank you for that. Then, what would you say would be the starting point, the ground point of, say you're doing some kind of decorations to a, let's take an example, a living room.
Mhm.
What would be when you're, let's say, a friend of yours comes and says, "Hey, Lefty Crafty, I'm redoing my living room, but I really don't know how to do it. Would you please give me a couple of ideas?" How would you go about thinking and brainstorming and how to answer that question? Like, I want to know the structure. How do you look at the room and then get ideas, or you already know what you want to do?
All right. Yeah, before I answer that question, can I just give a quick shout out to our friends in the live stream? Hello to you, Ismi
Yes,
Jong,
yes,
Silinan,
yes, yes,
David
yes.
Centeno, Buen Bailey, and to everyone in the live stream. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so
Amazing,
much.
amazing. While on that topic, please hold that. While on that topic, guys, we're gonna get back to you in less than 5 minutes after this question, and we're gonna take it from there.
Yes. With that question, when someone will ask me, I want to like let's say do some interior design for my living room. For a specific person, first of all, I'm gonna ask him or her, what's your ideal, like what's your theme for your house in your living
I'm
room?
gonna play
If that
along in that case to make it easy. Go ahead, ask me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, hey, my friend Gore. So, what specifically do you want the theme for your living room? What kind of ambience do you want us to feel when we visit your home in your living room?
I want it to look full, but at the same time not clustered, not too much happening, and give a little relaxing, like beachy feeling, like the ocean kind of vibes.
So from that standpoint alone, I see that you like something minimalist, but with a
Yes.
coastal theme design. So with that, I'm gonna input something that are relevant to something coastal designs. We're gonna put some little shells on that one, maybe some boat designs, or even some uh, anything coastal related. We're gonna put something. We will incorporate that in your living room to make it feel like you're somewhere in the beach, relaxing and making the ambience sort of like you're in the seashore.
Right. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for that. And those of you that are listening, feel free to take notes because this is just the beginning. I have the live chat open to my right. So if you guys see me turning to the right, that's what's going on. I'm picking to see what's going on just to let us welcome everyone in. Rachel Joyce, shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining here to support Lefty Crafty Smile Campaign. Guys, if you don't know what a Smile Campaign is, we're going to talk about that right after I shout out our guests. And Lefty Crafty would be the best person to give you an actually explanation of what a smile stands for. And I apologize for the lagging if you guys are experiencing lagging because I think that's what's happening. So, all right, we have It's Me Chong. How are you? Welcome, welcome, Boo and Bailey. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in, you guys. If you guys can be kindly like it and share it, me and Lefty Crafty would appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time. David Santano, welcome, guys. Mark your calendars. We have David Santano coming up as our guest to our podcast. He's going to be the second guest in a couple of weeks' time. So that brings us up to date. Very good. Good to see you both. Good to see you guys as well. Thank you so much for being here. Lefty Crafty, would you please let us and our viewers, current and future viewers, know what a Smile campaign is and where they can get more info and videos about that?
Yeah, thank you for asking. SMILE actually stands for the SMYLE, Small YouTubers League. By the way, on the first batch, when we launched it, I'm very honored and happy to have my good friend here, Gorm Guitar, as part of the SMILE campaign.
Yes.
It's actually a campaign that is designed to empower and inspire fellow small YouTubers because, if we are all united, we will all grow together and be successful in this platform because I believe each one of us deserves to be successful and each one of us needs someone to guide us and to support us in order for us to meet our goals.
Absolutely. And surrounding yourself with like minded individuals who are on the same journey, regardless of where on the journey, as long as on a similar path, it just makes the process that much more enjoyable and at the same time adjusting because you know what's going on, what similar YouTubers are experiencing, and you can relate to things and whatnot. That's awesome. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat section. We're going to keep an eye on that, and we'll just call out as we go. And meanwhile, you guys are thinking of any questions for Lefty and Crafty. I will actually ask a question because I'm really interested in when it comes to arts and crafts, specifically when it comes to how to recycle your old items that lay around your house and and go how to come up with ideas about them. Like, how do you come up with that? Like, do you just think of objects laying around and think of things to do with them, or do you think of things to do and you ask yourself what you need to make that happen? How do you structure that? How do you go about that?
It's actually like a magic, when I see something in my garage that are like old items, and when I touch it, it's just a spark. There you go. I think from this item can actually recreate this and make this functional instead of just throwing it and putting additional garbage to our environment. Why not recycle it? And I think recycling is good for our environment. So if my channel could be a good platform to promote recycling, I would be very happy if we could share and deliver messages across the globe that we should recycle anything we have in the house instead of putting another garbage and making our environment polluted.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Actually, I love that. And I was just on to be on the topic, just because of looting and putting trash outside where they didn't belong. Just by not recycling, actually, the Great Barrier Reef is not great anymore in Australia. So we're losing a lot of the ocean, and that's just what's inside. Whatever is happening outside is something similar. So what you're doing with your channel, raising awareness and using excuse me, using other social platforms, other social media people to help you along with the process is, I think, amazing, and I was happy to be a part of that too. So that's amazing. Thank you for doing that on behalf of me and everyone watching. That also thank you, but I cannot. So thank you for that.
Sure.
Let's see if our friends have any questions. Thumbs up from Lefty Crafty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Welcome, welcome. We have PCG. Thank you for doing this live. Super exciting. You're very welcome. Good to see your host and Stealing Lefty Crap. Awesome. No questions. That brings us back to current. Let me ask another question. What made you to start doing YouTube videos? What made you to decide that you want to do a YouTube channel? But there's a difference. To those of you watching, here's what I mean. There's a difference doing a YouTube channel where you just throw videos, and there's a difference where you're doing videos that are thought through, edited, and shot and processed, and basically search engine optimized properly. And this gentleman, Lefty Crafty over here, is doing exactly that. He actually puts a lot of time and effort behind the videos that puts out on YouTube. How do you have time for that, and what made you start with YouTube?
Yeah. Initially, I wanted to be an e-commerce person. I wanted to do e-commerce online business, but that time I don't have enough funds. So a friend of mine, she's actually a coworker of mine, she just randomly asked me, "So why not try YouTube?" Because she knows I'm kind of creative. I do art, something like that. So she asked me, "You just if you want to start YouTube, you should start now because you need to have like 1,000 subscribers and you need the watch hours." I was like, "Oh, why not? I'll give it a try." So I just opened my YouTube a year ago. No, at least to 2019. So I started it, just uploaded one video at a time, enjoying it without any thinking about the monetization process, without any thinking that I need to reach 1,000 subscriber quickly. I was just enjoying the process, doing video, filming videos, and until I met new friends who actually encouraged me to, grow my watch hours, grow my subscribers, and then finally I was able to get my channel monetized. So more than the monetization, what I'm happy about is that with the thing I'm doing is I actually love what I'm doing. So there's no much pressure on every video that I made. As long as I said if I'm gonna film this video, it's gonna be something worth watching, and I know if viewers will watch it, I must say I can be proud of it. And in terms of the time, I think it's really challenging, but I think it's all about time management. I have an 8-hour job, I have my family and other things to do. So it's just about time management. If you know what's important, you need to do that first. So I make sure. Usually, I just film on weekends because I'm off during weekends, and during weekdays, that's the time I edit my videos because it takes a lot of time editing because I don't want to just edit it and then done. That's it.
Absolutely.
I review it, and then once I feel like, oh, this part is not good, I need to re-edit it and upload it again. So it takes a lot of time and patience, but afterwards, in every video that I made, I always put my passion and my heart on it.
That's amazing. Another reason to do what exactly Lefty Crafted just described doing is because the video you put out there, assume that is going to live there forever, and you're going to represent that video, and you want to stand by that video 15, 45, whatever many years down the road now too. So that's why quality over quantity. We talked about that in a previous live stream too with the Ange TV show. Um, but yes, the quality over quantity. We talked about that. And guys, if you have any questions, just a reminder, you guys can ask in the live chat section. If you don't, not a problem. I see a question mark. Do you think there can be a relationship between art and numbers? Uh, and what excites you more? And okay, there are two questions. So I believe the first question is for our guest, Lefty Crafty. Do you
Okay.
think there can be a relationship between art and numbers in regards to, you understand how meaning goes?
Yeah, with arts and numbers, I think somehow, I think in this world, everything is correlated. Everything has a connection. So with arts and numbers, I think somehow they are related because when you do art, let me just explain it on my side. When I do arts, I think of something numbers. When I do this part, like one
Yeah.
stroke, two stroke, second stroke, or the third stroke, it
Ah,
is somehow related to make your the result or the outcome of the art you're
makes
doing
sense.
perfect. So I think it's always related, and I think in everything in this world is always related. That's just for me. Thank
That,
you. Thank you for the question.
thank you for that amazing answer. I hope that answered the question. Thank you so much, PCG team. I think they have another question. What excites you more in these challenging times related to what you do?
Yes, that's actually a very amazing question. Thank you, PCG. What excites me to do things, especially in this challenging time. We have the pandemic right now, and everyone's just all full of negativity, downhearted. We are all sad. And what I do in my channel is that I put some inspiration. I put hope, and above all, I put smile in every video that I made, and hoping that whenever a random stranger or random video watchers will see it, I am hoping to bring smile in them to show them that it's not the end of the world. There's still hope beyond this global pandemic, and I know everything will be okay in the future as long as we always stay positive and we can do things right in this platform too. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Another great. You should add another feature to your resume and public speaker
Public
because
speaker, I like
you're
that.
very good at it. Yes. Uh,
Thank you, thank you.
you're very welcome. But that was an honest jokes aside. That was a really nice answer that is timeless. It applies now and it will apply in the future as well. So thank you for that. And
You're welcome.
I don't see any more questions. So let me move forward with DIY videos. What would be your favorite type of DIY video and why? And when I'm saying why, I mean in regards to constructing and putting it together.
Yeah, I think if I will pick one of my favorite DIYs. Actually, the Christmas village that I made.
I'm
I do
so
it.
sorry to interrupt you. For those
Yeah,
of you that do not know what DIY is, it's do it yourself. When you're doing it yourself, that's what we're talking about. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
yes, yeah, the DIY. Yeah, I think the Christmas village that I made last year. Why? Because they think that building a Christmas village was easy, but it's not actually just putting random things on the table and then setting it. That's it. I actually need to think on what to connect on the next image or the next item. There should be a connectivity so that when people will watch it, they can relate. It's like a continuous viewing experience. So what made me proud about that DIY video that I made was actually last year I was recognized as one of the entries for the Village Video Hall of Fame by the VFC website here in the USA. And I'm so glad with the help of my fellow small YouTubers, they voted for me every day, and I actually came up on top. So I think
Bravo.
that's one of my favorite video because it means so much a lot because through that I was recognized, and through that I got the title as the Village Video Hall of Fame for 2020.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations on that accomplishment. That's actually very large, very big accomplishment right there, and a milestone for many. That's amazing. Excuse me. I see another question in the chat section from David Centano. Hey Lefty Crafty, do you use any software to demo what your clients will see once you're done? As far as
Uh,
when the arts and crafts go.
Yeah, the only software I'm using right now is actually the Filmora and the iMovie in my MacBook Air. So basically, that's the only two software that I'm using. And of course, I only film it with my iPhone. So everything's just from basic. I don't have high end camera, but I think it's all about taking it on the right angle with the good lighting. You get to get the good shot. And if given a chance, if people will want to ask me or want me to show them how I film it, I would be very willing to do a demonstration or a tutorial on how I edit my films.
You
So
guys heard that. If you're watching this, make a comment below, and if you're watching this live, you can actually leave it in that live chat section too. And Lefty Crafty's link is in the description below as well. You can reach out to the channel and subscribe to his channel over there too. That's amazing. Thank you, David Santana, for that question. I
thank you,
appreciate you. It's Michang is sending hearts.
thank
We
you, Miss
have
Micho.
There you go. We have PCG team saying such an amazing expression in word hope. Yes,
Yes.
very. It's a loaded word, definitely. And the interesting thing is, it depends on the person on how to process it. If you're a positive person, you're going to process positively, and vice versa. All right, moving forward. I have a personal question in regards to one of your talents. When painting in painting medium as an acrylic, would you explain what that means and what would be the challenges of working with an acrylic medium?
Yeah. In terms of paintings, my most prepared medium is acrylic. Why? Because acrylics are very easy to use and it dries up quickly as compared to oil. That's why I prefer using acrylic. And if you're a beginner painter, I think it's highly recommended to use acrylic first. But if you're like a kind of kid, like you can use always, watercolor. But for someone who has an adult, a professional, you can start with acrylic, and it's very easy to use, easy to manage, and yeah, the best part, you don't have to wait too long for the finished product to get dry. And after once it's dry, you can already varnish it and ready to display or ready to be sent as a gift. Yep.
Interesting. I would imagine working with an acrylic would take longer to dry because it cannot like kind of soak in the paint and it would have to stay longer. That's what I would imagine, but it's the opposite. It dries faster. Okay, very good. Thank you for that answer. That was a painting question. I just had a personal. All right,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
see if there's any other questions. There's a question from PCG. Any suggestion on making homemade room freshener using organic oils? Very interesting question.
Yeah.
Did you understand the question, or should I reread it?
Yep, I understand it. Actually, it's very easy to use to make a homemade freshener. In fact, you can anything we can see in our refrigerators can be used as an air freshener. So let's say if you have lemon, yeah, just slice them off. Yeah, it's easy to just put it on your bathroom to make the scent kind of fresh, or even just the usual flower, like roses or any kind of flowers. When you put it inside, it actually emits some good scent. So your house doesn't need to have expensive chemicals that we purchase on the store we have. So as much as possible, if we could do it organically, it would be better for our health and also for our environment.
That's so true. That's very true. Just to clarify something, Lefty Crafty. Uh, for example, roses, the flowers example that you can get the flowers nice scent into the. Would you mix that with water and in a pot, or how would you make that happen as a scent, or would you leave it
Uh,
on its own?
s- yeah, usually just put it on a regular basis. Put some water on it, and it actually emits a little scent. You can find flowers or roses that have scents on it, so you can use that as a home freshener, sort of
Nice,
like that.
awesome,
That can
very good.
that
Thank
will
you for
work.
that. Thank you very much. We have
And if I
Jay.
may add, yeah,
Yes, go ahead. Of course.
and if I may add, it's also recommended to have live plants inside your room, inside your house, because it actually absorbs sort of like some bad like bacteria or sort of the bad smell in your house. So like right now in our home, I have a lot of live plants. So it's highly recommended to have live plants within your house to make the air fresh and to make it more
The
healthy.
energy and everything. Live
Yes.
plants. That's one thing I have personally hard time with. I usually make sure to get it with Home Depot because I'm gonna kill them, unfortunately. But yeah, I agree with that. Having live plants, just overall the feeling is different too. When you're looking at it, you get a different energy and feeling by being around it. And from the perspective you're explaining, that's also another positive to it. Definitely. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Another amazing answer. Wow, you're just full of loaded answers that is actually diving so deep and giving everything that someone would ask. And if that any do you have any specific questions to the answers that Lefty Crafty is giving, and if you're watching this after the live stream, leave a comment below. We'll make sure to answer that, or you can just ask in the live chat section if you're watching this live. All right, JT, you best friend, how are you? Thumbs up. Kamusta kaibigan? Ayan, thank you. How's my
Yeah.
Tagalog?
Yeah, you're doing good. You are speaking so good Tagalog. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Of course, of course. All right, moving on, guys. Next question I have over here. When it comes to mixed media art, what is mixed media art stand for?
Yeah. Mixed media stands for is actually like using a lot of medium. Like when you use painting, you use other materials such as, let's say, sisal
Uh-huh.
rope or coastal rope. Yes, basically adding different elements into your artworks, so that becomes a mixed media artwork.
Gotcha. It makes sense, and that just unleashes whole another creative side. Wow,
Yes,
interesting. Thank you for that clear explanation.
you're
Amazing.
welcome.
Uh, Much thank you for the reply. Super useful. GPCG team said to Lefty Crafty.
You're
JTU
welcome.
best friend. Very good. I'm sorry, but I do not understand that. All right. Uh, very good. Moving forward, you answered these questions too. That's awesome. So, proactive storage, creative design ideas. Now, this is the one that you're shooting two birds with one stone, and actually, one of the birds, let's go, well, you're fixing two problems with one solution. Let's call it this way. And one of the problems is something that almost every single person can relate to it, which is storage. We all need more storage room. That's something we can all agree on. So, how do you proactively create storage room designs, and how do you come up with ideas like that?
Yeah. When we say making storage or organizing our storage, it's basically decluttering our stuff and organizing it well. So, first of all, if there are things you don't need in your house, either give it away, throw it away, or recycle it and leave something that are important. So with the important things we have, always just organize it. I highly suggest using a storage bin because it makes your everything looks neat and organized, and label each item. Let's say this item is for like tools. Just label every item. Use storage shelf, especially in your garage. I did. Let me just share my experience because I did my garage organization ideas video, and I got sort of like 4,000 views on that one. I'm very happy
Nice,
because
very
people are
nice.
watching it and people are getting inspired of what I did with that video because I used actually storage bins, and I
What is that
used some.
video called? Because I'm sure people will want to watch it. What is the name of
Yeah,
that video? Do you
it's
know?
actually how to declutter and organize your garage on a budget.
There you go. Lefty Craft Dad with that title. Go ahead, please.
Yep. So, what's important about organize is that always know which items should go together. So basically, you have to categorize items and put it in a certain container, let's say storage bin, and label them. So when you need to find them in the future, it's easy and quick. So it's very convenient on your part. So just put things what is important and something that's not important that are no longer useful. We can just recycle it or give it away, or if it deserves to go to the garbage, then it's time to let go of that thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Awesome. Thank you for that answer. I see another question. Host, you look familiar. Is this your second account or you just changed your YouTube name? It's me, Chong. I'm Gore Makitar. I'm the host of this channel. This is a new channel. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. This is the new channel. We're actually focusing on our brand at the moment. All right, moving forward. Thank you for that storage actually design idea. Well, you know what I like doing is I like construction, like build the houses, additions, renovations, and stuff. And I'm looking into that, doing more, and actually making videos about that more, so on and so forth. And the design idea storage part is definitely something that is going to help with that first impression. And we all know first impression is everything in sales specifically. So
Yes,
that's really helpful tip. Thank you for that.
sure.
So as far as YouTube goes, how is the journey? How much has the journey changed from the day you started and thought that, hey, I'll do it this way, and how did it end up actually being?
Yeah. Well, it changed a lot in a way that the time is very very crucial because before when I don't have YouTube, I sleep early. Like I still get my 8 hours sleep, but when I have a YouTube channel, of course, we not only support our channel, we're not only like there to grow our own channel, but at the same time supporting other fellow content creators. So it was quite challenging because the number of hours sleep and the time you need to put and devote on your channel is quite challenging. But like I said, if you know how to do time management, you can always put everything in place. So everything has changed. Actually, what I'm just very happy was I cannot consider myself very successful in my channel, but at least I am growing. I'm not where I wanted to be yet, but at least I'm no longer where I used to be. Yeah.
That's very good. And success is something that means many different things for different people depending at the position they are in their life. To someone who doesn't even know that you could have your own YouTube channel, you're a success. To someone who has 2 million YouTube subscribers and thinks that they're not successful, that's possible too. You get what I mean? So to
Yes.
me, you're a successful YouTuber, in my personal opinion. And here is why. And that, yes, that's a compliment. Also, I'm not gonna deny it. But I have experience. Past year and a half, we've been on YouTube active, both of us. This shows that, well, I cannot say the same past 4 months, but 3 months before that I could. Long story short, that showed me that your consistency, and that's one thing I wanted to mention to anyone watching, guys. Know whether you're doing YouTube or it's your other work, if you are going to commit to it, it is going to take up some time. Now, if you don't prioritize and set schedules around how much time you're willing to allow that project to take from you, then it's going to take as much as it needs. Especially when you like that project, it's going to take even longer because you're going to lose track of time because you enjoy doing the project that you're working on. So that's why Lefty Crafty said he actually does a lot of time management. And time management is, your schedule is very similar to mine. Of my weekdays, I'm very super busy with work, and weekends is when I have time for YouTube and create content. And weekdays here and there, actually, I squeeze in a couple of an hour here and there for the edits, so on and so forth, for thumbnails
Yes.
and description, titles, and everything else. You know how that goes. Um, Lefty Crafty, a question. Well, as far as YouTube goes, what would be your top three to dos for someone that is looking to open a new YouTube channel? What would you advise them to do?
Yeah. Shout out first to Cool Mama. Thank you for dropping by. My only if I could give three things as an advice to all the people who is trying to build their YouTube channel. First is always think that just about the monetization. Think that you're joining the platform because you're passionate about it, because there's something you wanted to share to the world or to your audience that is beneficial not only for you but for everyone who can watch your video. Number two, always remember YouTube is not a marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So just enjoy the journey. Don't be in a rush because it's always good to cherish and savor every moment, every milestone of your channel. So every small achievement is worth celebrating. So just enjoy it and don't rush. And number three, I think always build a good and strong community. Like always have good friends. When people support you, always remember to support them back. It's not just a one-way process. It's a two-way process. So we need to support each other because if we are united and supporting each other, we will all grow together and we will become successful. So we will not be forever small YouTubers. We are small YouTuber for now, but in the future, we'll never know what it will lead us.
Absolutely. This is very true. And like that saying goes, high tide raises all boats. When the tide starts raising the level of the ocean, no matter the size of the boat, all the boats rise together. So that's what it means. Even though we're small together, we're working on it. As long as you're working on it, you have passion for it, it's gonna show. That's one thing you cannot copy on YouTube: passion, guys. And Lefty Crafty touched up on that point. I want to emphasize a bit more. If you're looking to start a new YouTube channel, one thing I would advise, that would be the additional four tip, is to do it around your own hobbies that you already have. Don't change or don't try to think of or come up new hobbies that you would want to do and start doing videos around that, because you might not like that hobby a month or 2 months, or from the get that you start trying, you might not like it. But if you make a YouTube channel around, say, what you've been into, what you like past a year or two or three, and you see yourself that you're going to be doing for the future too, then in that case, that's a good subject for you to make videos about that and make your channel around that, because you're going to have longevity. Like Lefty Crafty said, it is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You have to think long-term mentality. Short-term mentality, it's not going to give you long-term results, in other words. So that's awesome. Thank you for that. Let's see if we have any questions. Cool Mama, welcome. Thank you for being here. Exotic Sawyer, welcome. How are you? Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have PCG team saying, love the idea of labeling the items that go together instead of storing them. We'll use that idea for sure. There you go. Yeah, thank you for that, Lefty Crafty. Um, hello. We have highly valuable points on the subject. Much thank you, PCG team. And David Centano said, do what you love. In other words, yes, do what you love. Do YouTube around with the things that you love, and you will have passion in the videos because the topic. So, moving forward,
Yes.
I don't see any more questions. Lefty Crafty, what is going to be the future, let's say, for the next 3 to 5 years in regards to social media aspect? How do you see branching out yourself personally?
Yeah. With that question, I'm actually trying to expand my what it was sort of like coverage or connections. Yeah, I actually have other social media platforms, like I have the Instagram, I have my Facebook, and my even TikTok. I'm also on TikTok. So I just wanted to get a lot bigger exposure. So hopefully, when people see me and they're interested about something, crafts, arts, or DIY, they will get connected to me. And I think with social media in the future, it will still be a very strong platform where people can get connected, where people could discover someone that they feel they are relevant, someone that they feel are valuable. So I think it's a very strong force in technology, or in terms of what you call breakthrough in social media. There will still be a very strong force and a good influence to really make a good connections with people that we think could bring value to our life.
Right. Now you mentioned TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok real quick. I am not on it. I've never been on it. I've heard about it a lot. I've heard about it when it first came out, about what, a year ago or so, when people were first still getting on it, from Gary Vaynerchuk. For those of you who don't know, he's a very active social media personality. And so, long story short, let's talk about TikTok. How long have you been on it, and what is your opinion? Do you like it? You don't like it? Does it work? And yes, what do you think?
Yeah, sure. I've been with TikTok like I think less than a year, maybe around 8 months. Yeah, I discovered TikTok when my sister sent me a video. She said, "Hey, I think you can do TikTok because you love dancing, sort of like that, and you can also share your paintings there if you want to take a video and share." So I tried TikTok at first. I was just trying it for fun, but now I'm trying to make it more serious and be active on the platform, because if you know, the shorts video on YouTube was actually inspired from TikTok, because people are now into TikTok because they are enjoying the platform, because it's a vertical video. when you scroll your screen on your phone, it's like a whole screen. So people are actually enjoying TikTok to the point where YouTube actually extracted the idea from TikTok in doing the YouTube Shorts. So I think TikTok is a powerful social media platform that I think is making really good waves in the internet, the web.
Very good. Very good. Interesting. So about 8 months on TikTok. That's actually a very long time considering the time TikTok has been around. So you're one of the OGs, you're one of the originals on TikTok. And how's that going? How many followers do you have over there? If you don't mind sharing. If you don't
Yeah,
like, you don't
I
need
think
to.
right now I only have around 600 something because before
Okay.
I am not so serious about it, but now I said I need to keep doing videos so people can see me. People will hopefully will notice me and follow me. So, but the good thing was when people get connected with me through my TikTok, they also connect me on Instagram, and then from Instagram, since I post my link there of my face of my YouTube, so somehow I can see when I see the
Interconnection.
analytics. Yeah, when I see my analytics on my YouTube, it's showing a link from external sources as Instagram. So somehow it makes me happy with that one because they see, oh, I left the crafty. They see me, oh, I'm also on Instagram. Oh, he has a YouTube. So interconnected.
Interesting. That's good. So the best way of describing TikTok and what it is and how videos are is basically saying YouTube beta, YouTube Shorts copied TikTok. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually not just YouTube but also Instagram. They open the reels, so that's where the
Ah,
idea came from.
so Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok compete with one another.
Yes.
Interesting. That's another side note for social media people that I didn't know that I knew one part of that, not fully. Thank you for that information. Because YouTube Shorts, I discovered actually on the Ange TV show last week when we did a live stream with them, and he mentioned that YouTube Shorts. I gave it a try. First one didn't work. Second one didn't work. Third one worked. They got like 70, 80. Today I checked out, it is like 90 views. But the fourth one took off. It's like 650, 700 views in one day. It's crazy. And the fifth
Yeah.
one didn't take off at all. But I think I got a hang of it. When I'm uploading through computer, I also myself use iMovie. That's a built-in editing software with the Mac computers. I use that myself to edit the videos. So when I do even if it's a vertical video edited through the iMovie, you save it at say 1080 to you save the format. It doesn't go towards shorts. I don't know why, because it's actually edited and saved through the iMovie. But every time I
Yes.
upload it through the phone, it works. It's interesting. But you know what? Do you know about YouTube Shorts or not really?
Yes. Yeah, I've researched a lot about YouTube Shorts because they say if you are a small content creator, if you want to get more like exposure, keep doing YouTube Shorts because they first initially launched the Shorts beta in India because TikTok is actually banned in India, right? So they did an experiment there and it was successful. So they're bringing it now to the USA. And right now, I think there's roughly around 35 billion views every day for the YouTube Shorts. So me or as a small content creator, we should take the opportunity of doing shorts because that will actually boost our views and at the same time the discoverability is high. So be patient.
Yeah.
I keep experimenting YouTube Shorts. So one time I have one video I uploaded just I think 2 weeks ago at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Roughly after 1 hour, it took up at 600 views. I was so happy. I went, wow, this is good. So
Crazy, huh?
sometimes
It
it
just
goes
takes
high,
off.
sometimes it goes. Yeah,
And then it
random, but
just completely died, right?
yeah,
Same thing with me. Yesterday it took off. It got like 650 views in like 8 hours and then just stopped around 8:39 p.m. last night. Interesting how it works and what makes shorts. So if you guys don't know what YouTube shorts are, real quick, you have to make sure the video is minimum 8 seconds. To be on a safe side, you gotta make sure the video is minimum 8 seconds long and maximum 58 seconds long. Now people say 60 seconds. If you do 60 seconds and you save it, sometimes When you upload, YouTube adds a couple of extra seconds, you become 62 seconds. So that's not going to be considered short. So you want to keep it at 58 maximum, 58 seconds per video. And this is a controversial argument, but I'm not going to share my opinion. I've heard some places say that you need to do hashtag shorts in the title and description in order for it to get picked up by the YouTube algorithm and get into the YouTube Shorts beta analytics. And some people say you do not. As long as you meet the vertical requirement and the maximum of 50 seconds, it's going to be considered shorts. What is your opinion about that?
Yep. Because I've been doing a lot of research, and they highly recommend to put the hashtag shorts either in your title or in your description, so that so that the algorithm or even the AI could pick up. Oh, this is a short video. We should like try to suck this and put it to specific viewers who might enjoy this certain content.
Yes. So exactly. So basically, do it with the hashtag. That would be the safest bet. And I've been doing it with the hashtag. It worked for me. I have not done it without a hashtag, so I cannot say if it works or not. So that's my personal experience. Going back to TikTok, I don't know why I hung up on this title. I want to really know a little more about TikTok. Uh, I would think DIY videos, since I have an idea of what TikTok videos look like. It's similar to YouTube Shorts because they copy one another. So it doesn't matter who copied who. But in my opinion, DIY videos would be perfect fit for TikTok to make quick like step-by-step tutorials. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's it's a right way to show DIY in a very short period of time, because people right now have shorter patience and shorter. They have limited time, so they want everything to be fast, quick, and easy. So I think, like in my case, I love doing DIY. It's a perfect platform to show them in a short video, or in a way TikTok does. Very quick, showing the step by step in less than 1 minute, and boom, that's it. So I think people like it when it's fast paced. Yeah, JJC Vlog, shout out to you.
There you go. Gotcha. So just very good. In other words, sure. You want to keep it step by step and quick one another. Don't lag it too much because the short term, the attention span is getting shorter and shorter. You want to hit it bam, 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 bam after one after another, so they can consume it
Yes.
and not click off. Very good. That's awesome. Um, let's see. David Centeno is saying, "I'm not on TikTok because I really haven't a flow for it." Gotcha. I'm more focused on LinkedIn because I'm trying to connect with clients. David Centeno, in my personal opinion, LinkedIn is a perfect place for specific type of crowds for specific niches. So definitely, I would take LinkedIn over TikTok. If being in a photography field, I know some of you guys might think Gore is a magician. He knows no, but I know David Santana. I know he's in a photography. Very good. JJC Vlogs Canada, shout out to you. Welcome. And supporting for Lefty Crafty. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us as well. I appreciate you. PCG said, great discovery. Thank you. Yes, shorts after the attention span. There we go. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Awesome. YouTube Shorts, we talked about that as well. Lefty Crafty. So one question that this is a fundamental question that is going to apply in two ways. One specific to YouTube and one specific to the person, to the individual who is doing the YouTube, who is running the YouTube channel. What advice would you give to your younger self if you were to go back when you first started doing YouTube? And what advice would you give to your younger self when, as a person, would you still choose YouTube, or how would you go about that?
Okay, that's actually a good question. If I will give an advice to my younger self before going to YouTube, first of all, I will tell him that, hey, if you know what you're passionate about, do that, because I think it's something you will enjoy doing. And if you wanted to share that passion to the world, explore YouTube and do YouTube and be brave to show to the world that you're capable of sharing something good, something amazing, something wonderful. And if you put heart into it, people will see it and people will feel it. And in that way, people will follow you, people will like your content, and you will have a continuous success in the future. And as a person, I will tell to myself maybe just I'll continue YouTube because as long as you are enjoying it, it doesn't affect your family, your time. Just continue to do it as long as, like I said, if you're enjoying it, there's nothing wrong with doing this thing because at the end of the day, if you like what you do, you love everything about it. It's something good to enjoy in the future. Rewatching your video. Oh, I did this one before. Oh, it's funny. The editing was worse. Oh, this one is my latest one. Oh, looks good this time. So you can see the progress of your works. And in the future, if you continue to hone your skills, you can say you're an expert in your field.
There you go. Such a great answer. Actually, that part where you have YouTube over there for later on, you can get back to and review and see how far you've come to mark your accomplishments and milestones is definitely something that not everyone can do. And on that note, I want to actually go a little deeper on that subject and talk about how YouTube is something that see people say, and I agree with this too. Something that doesn't pay, that you spend doing with spending your time doing and doesn't pay you is a hobby. Is not something that you can get paid and earn money and income from. However, that's not the case on YouTube. It is the case. It's like hybrid. In the beginning, that's the case. You're gonna put a lot of time, a lot of work, and you're gonna get a lot of disappointments here and there too, and you're not gonna get paid anything. In fact, you're gonna spend a lot of, not a lot, but you're going to spend some money on it too. And you need to wait until some amount of time, a year to whatever, a year and a half, however long it takes for a channel to average channel to monetize, for you to start getting paid. And even when you start getting paid, it's not like, wow, you're gonna start banking and your money is gonna start flowing in. It's not gonna be a lot because it's per views, per thousand views, depending on your CPM, your cost per mile, and mile is thousand views. So long story short, you need to really like what you're doing, because at first you're gonna work for free, and it has to be considered as a hobby. YouTube has to be something that you would want to do on your free time, knowing that you're not gonna get paid and you don't care about being paid. If you have a mentality like that, then YouTube is for you. If you think you're gonna open YouTube and you're gonna make a business, you're gonna make money out of it, I'm here to tell you, save your time, save the troubles. It doesn't work that way. YouTube is first has to be a hobby, something you love doing for free, before it has a potential of becoming a business or any sort of income. What would you say? Would
Yes,
you
that's
agree or disagree?
yeah, that's absolutely right. I 100% I agree with what you said.
So there you go, guys. That's awesome. Lefty Crafty, thank you so much. I appreciate for all the questions and everything you have. I want to get back to the chat and thank everyone for being here. Rachel Joyce Lim, shout out to you. PCG, thank you so much. PCG Pettibone CPA Group, they're accounting firm here in Los Angeles. So those of you guys watching this now or later, if you guys have a business and you're in need of for CPAs that have been in a business for 10, 15 years plus, then contact the Pettibone CPA Group, PCG team. They're well versed in tax accounting and estate management, so on and so forth. So that's a little and no, they don't pay me for this. They just we happen to be actually friends, so that we're just giving shout out and attention to our friends. Exotic Sawyers, well, thank you again. Shout out to you, and we have David Centano. Again, thank you so much, David, for being here. And if you guys don't have PCG team said, is that why you named your channel Lefty Crafty? Is that what? Great discussion. Oh, gotcha. Well said, host. Thank you, PCG team. Thank you so much. PCG team, I'm not understanding the question. Is that why you named your channel Lefty Crafty? Are you referring to the part where Lefty Crafty? Why don't you just answer the question? Why
Yeah.
did you name the channel Lefty Crafty?
Yeah, I think he was referring to when I was talking to my younger self because I said when what you're passionate about, just do it. So because I named my channel Lefty Crafty because first of all I'm a lefty and then I love crafts. So I said why not something that's easy to make a good recall with a rhyme. So Lefty Crafty because before I want my channel to be named as that this dude can DIY. I said that's too long, so people will find it hard to this dude can DIY. Whoever's that dude is. So I said why not? Because I'm a left-handed, I'm a lefty, and I'm a crafty, so lefty crafty. So yeah, some people are laughing because they said it's kind of a cartoon character name, but I said, no, I don't mind as long as they can easily recall me lefty crafty.
I honestly, first thing I think of is it's a catchy name. It's a tongue twister, which means it's fun to pronounce, and it's very unique, which means it's going to be very easy to remember. It's gonna stick to people's brains. So thank you for that. I appreciate you for the explanation.
Yeah, thank
David
you.
Santana, you're very welcome. JJC Vlogs Canada, shout out to you. Thank you so much, guys. So Lefty Crafty, thank you so much for making the time for being here, being the first guest to our podcast, Modeling Success Successfully. Now, a lot of people ask, "Gore, why such a long name?" Simply because I want to let everyone know that whatever we're doing, we're trying to model something from someone somewhere. So might as well do it successfully. A lot of people say we're modeling success. Yes, but are you doing successfully or it's not working out? So that's why we're modeling success successfully, and we bring guests, special guests to our shows who are really multi dimensionally smart in the aspects and niche that they have, and they share their feedback, their experiences, how they did it and how you can do it too. And we're doing this live where you can ask live questions during the chat. If there is something that you're personally having roadblocks with, we can definitely help that. That being said, if you guys have not subscribed to our channel, be sure to subscribe, give it a big like, smash that like button, give it a thumbs up, and activate that bell icon when you subscribe. While you're at it, share it out. The more you share, the more people will see it, and the more people will get notified, and everything will actually grow together. Like we said, high tide raises all boats together. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to be a guest to our podcast, all you have to, one of the, not one, but the requirements are either you have to be a business owner or a YouTuber or a content creator or an entrepreneur. If you're one of those and you're interested to be a guest to our show, please email us at modelingsuccessfully@gmail.com. Subject podcast. Sorry for the pause. I forgot. I'm not even gonna lie. So email us at modelingsuccesssuccessfully@gmail.com, subject podcast, and let us know that you're interested. We'll reply back to you and we'll take it from there. Lefty Crafty, I appreciate you. Any last words to our viewers?
First of all, it's an honor to be the first guest for this podcast. I'm very happy and thank you for having me here. I really had so much fun and
My
thank you
pleasure.
for our audience for asking those amazing questions. So hopefully I will see you again next time, guys. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please check me out, Lefty Crafty. So let's get crafty, artsy, and be a DIYer in my channel.
There
Thank
you
you,
go,
guys,
guys.
and love you all.
There you go. That's amazing. And just to make it a little easier, under the description of this video, you're going to see a link that's directly Lefty Crafty's link. Go over there. Once you're on his channel, you're going to have access to, make sure you go follow on Instagram and other social medias as well. Let's all get connected. Let's all like and share and subscribe. And if, again, you like to be a guest, you already know what to do. Lefty Crafty, our amazing special guest. Big shout out to you, to our viewers who are tuning in live with us. Thank you again for everyone. And I apologize if I didn't see your comment or I didn't mention. I assure you it is not personal. We just did not see. Thank you so much. We're gonna try to do this every Sunday. In case you guys don't see us, that means we were not able to find a guest. So in order for that to not happen, make sure to reach out through email. Lefty Crafty, link in the description. Be sure to give a big follow on Lefty Crafty over there as well. Brother, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Have a great rest of your Sunday, all right?
You're welcome. Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.